See Halberd, BOD.
Whoa! Stoppable force ejector out towards him on. No follow-up though. That's the cover all the way up the dragon. NAVI goes down alongside Cars. Shive trying to give damage for his team, and Moreno will fall. Now still, Bigetron a man up. Now they're going for potential engage. That's gonna be X-Magic leading alongside Ace. The Selena skin is fired. Oh, that's an opening wave. Dragon Cars goes down. That's going to be the Lord as well, taken by Annabelle. Now, Bigetron, they will shift their focus on towards the fight. Aether in the front side will escape, though. Hanafi flickers out of danger. X-Magic mounted. That's going to be X-Magic surviving. Looking for the diversion play, but Amon will snipe Aether down. That's going to be Hanafi next. Oh, there goes CCXP, Lucas Jungler.
All right, that's the... No, it's not. He has picked it up. Yeah, to maintain their standing outside of the red zone. Can they stay out? Or will this be the moment that Navi proves otherwise? Let's head over inside game number 1.
Let's take a look at the emblems quickly here. X-Magic with the Lethal Ignition. Moreno doing the same thing with the Lethal Ignition. And man, killing spree on the Beatrix. Not the QC that we are used to seeing for the Beatrix for the additional sustain. So this is, again, I think going to be a safer version of Eman's Beatrix in the lane, at least. He's not going to be trading too much because he doesn't have that QC. Shive will have the sustain advantage. But wow, surprisingly, Luke winning out level 1.
All right, Eman, meanwhile, in the top lane, again, trading really well. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we're already seeing a little bit of pressure coming in from both of these teams. Technically, a Cho can clear and help clear the lane against the Luo Yi alongside with the Selena. As we take into... Wait a second, Light?
Looking for an opening here. Possible engage. Just a knock up here and there, but nothing too fancy just yet.
So it's not just the killing spree, it's the pull yourself together too for Eman. Wants to have the flicker up a lot more. And by the way, this is not only flicker, right? For the pull yourself together, it's also the equipment cooldown. Moreno, good poke.
Poke towards Hanafi. Again, both teams just sneaking around here, perhaps especially before the turtle.
I mean, right now, Moreno should be able to have an impact. That's one of the beauties of the Selena, right? Pre-level 4, already being able to dish out the damage, but I guess the same can be said for X-Magic on the Luo Yi. Meanwhile, we are taking a look at the talent prediction now by GoPay. It looks like a unanimous vote for Bigetron, unfortunately for Navi today.
Yeah.
Wow. It's going to be an opening here in the mid lane. That's a Purify on towards X-Magic. Good stun. Moreno, though, will claim first blood. With the flicker, he will not survive. That's a trade. And that's going to be Luke caught in the crossfire as well. 2 kills for Navi.
You'd think that that was a really great opening created by Moreno, but trading it for 2 members and now giving over, or technically conceding the turtle over to Navi. Not the greatest of starts. It looks like Light was looking for a steal, wasn't able to get it either, and now he's the one getting caught low.
Definitely not the best for BTR there, considering, again, they have a Suyo. They want to be the ones to actually control the mutual objectives, but it was a great response from Navi. And again, without doing what we were talking about, shifting their prio into the gold lane, they've already kind of won it out. They've won out the trio mid battle, and they're winning up top as well, because again, it's a killing spree, plus pull yourself together. It's a very safe version of Eman's Beatrix that will be relying on the Cho, relying on the team fights to get gold. I mean, to actually snowball.
Speaking of snowballing, that audience prediction, 72% in favor of the red robots. So if Navi pull out a win here, that's a huge upset, not just to the caster prediction, but also the audience votes as well. So it's a wonder, why did Moreno opt for the Selena here? You can see them having difficulty with the priority in the mid-trio that usually Bigetron want to work around with.
Stoppable force. Will force to use the flicker. That's a good cover though. Light flickers out. Oh, Way of Dragon just to get more space. That is Light surviving. Barely. Luke though engaging in the mid lane, and Navi will say no this time.
That was really great cover by Iman.
Yep, really, really good cover there. Shooting out that Bennett's Rage, and he has actually gone for the Sea Halberd 2 as the first item for Eman. Understanding that Navi have a bit of sustain to play with, obviously with the Lucas plus the CC. Going for the Sea Halberd again, relying on the setups from the team. and he's just gonna have to try to burst these tanky boys. Because the thing is, X-Magic and Shiva have brought Purify, so he's not gonna be targeting the backliners a lot. He's just gonna be going front to back.
So he's prioritizing his presence in the team fight more than the laning phase. This might signal Bigetron wanna... This is it, right? The setup for the neutral objective. Let's see if they're able to get it.
That's Luke initiating with 3 men immobilized. Annabelle claiming the turtle, but the fight will go on. Chive finds one in the back lane. It's gonna be Cars, who is isolated. He's trying to move, but the arrow will caught him and he will go down. That is a Bigetron winning though. Navi struggling to find compensation.
Okay, so now we're seeing the clapback coming in from Bigetron. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but luckily Annabelle was still able to get the turtle. Aether is actually falling behind in terms of the farm as well. Why?
It's just Lucas in the jungle. The clear speed isn't really the best. You want to usually get the control of the neutral objectives to get a full snowball and to get a lead in that jungle. But against the Suyo, someone with so much more mobility, someone who clears just as fast as the Lucas, or even faster, I would say. Yeah, this is what we're going to be seeing. Annabelle, great pathing to continuously be ahead, especially with that turtle take. Now it's level on the board for the turtles.
Well done, team.
Level 9 right now, compared to Aether at level 8. It looks like Hanafi is in the vicinity. He does have his ult, so are they looking for perhaps a pickoff? I don't think they're going to be able to get it. Light is always lurking around. Meanwhile, Kars, once again, he's being very active on the CC. Sure, the impact isn't as in your face, but he's sitting at a 2-1-1 KDA. He's doing work for his team.
Definitely. And you can see Annabelle here playing for the side lanes already. Once we get to minute number 5, the jungler won't have, you know, the gold reduction, XP reduction in the side lanes, and the XP becomes a second roamer at that point. Especially when you have Luke playing the glue, not the carry picks like the CC damage dealing picks. So Suyo will be taking bot, and Man will be soaking in the gold up top, and they're just going to be playing for that power spike. Second item, Milfic Gun. See Halberd, Milfic Gun, and Man.
See, this is not the usual build that we're used to seeing from the Beatrix, right?
Nope.
Usually it's what, BOD
Yeah.
first?
It's usually, if it's not BOD first, it's BOD second for Eman, right? Because we have seen him go for, see Halberd, BOD.
Whoa! Stoppable forcing tech down towards him on. No follow-up though. That's the cover of the way of the dragon. Hanafi goes down alongside Cars. Shive trying to give damage for his teammate. Moreno will fall to the hands of Aether. 4v3 now. Still, Bigetron a man up. Now they're going for potential engage. That's gonna be X-Magic leading alongside Aether. Bigetron finding the right calls, pressing the right buttons, and that is Bigetron controlling the game.
Absolutely. It looks like Luke is actually letting. That's their own. That's their own.
That's Navi.
Battle emote, right?
Oh, we have Dragon again on towards Hanafi. Deleted again. Navi now trying to lose. They're just losing control.
Absolutely. 3.9k gold now for Bigetron.
Oh, no wonder.
Oh no!
The arrow connects. Amon takes the kill. And now 5k almost gold lead already in hand.
And now we're seeing the beauty of the abyssal arrows again hitting over. Luke still being a nuisance. Are they still gonna go for this? Moreno's still aggressing over into Navi.
Seems like Luke will be ejected though this time. Isolated and taken down. Navi finding one. Aether though receiving a lot of damage. That's Beatrix again finding the right calls. He will take the kill. Light barely survives, but he's a-okay.
And they're utilizing the chaos.
At some point, Eman gets a Sky Piercer, by the way. Finally gets the shot, takes it down. He's sitting at 3-0-5. So going back to Eman here, Mirko, what do you think about this build? Why do you think he went for this in this exact order?
So it's exactly what we said in the draft as well, right? When we saw the Beatrix, then we saw the Cho, we're like, all right, so there's no urgency for Beatrix to win lane, for Beatrix to snowball early. It's all up to the team and up to Light to actually feed him kills. That's why he has gone for a very aggressive build. See Halberd, Milfic Gun, plus Sky Piercer. I thought this was a safer build with a Steel Halberd plus Maelstrom gun, playing for the utility, playing for the range, but then we see the Sky Piercer, and that's why he didn't go for the BOD. He knows he's going to get killed. He knows the team has got his back when it comes to these team fights, and all he needs to do is now get like 2 more hits. He picked that up before he got 2 kills earlier, by the way. So he's sitting at 2 stacks, 20 Sky Piercer stacks.
And so far, Moreno has done a really great job.
Oh my goodness! Haman instantly deletes a member of Navi. And Navi, what, almost minute 10 here. They can't really find an angle to find either a winning fight, a winning trade. It's just Shive trying, give Shive a lot of farm.
Oh,
The awkward opening, good cover, same story. Hanafi goes down for the 4th time this game.
2-for-0 trade. Ladies and gentlemen, this combination between the Beatrix and the Selena is kind of gross, right? If Moreno finds an Abyssal Arrow that hits, you know for sure Iman is going to follow that up. Even if he misses, there's still light to worry about.
That's his 4th item. Oh, Moreno gets an arrow. But that's Iman's 4th item, a BOD at the 10th minute. He hasn't even completed his boots. He doesn't care about mobility.
Red team turret has been
No
destroyed.
mobility, and perhaps with this lead, they might actually close out the game. Aether very alone, needs to back away. But Bigetron again, they're taking it slow. They know they don't have to force anything just yet.
Aether is taking so much damage just from Iman alone. 505 KDA. This is why, when we're talking about gold laners in Indonesia right now, Iman, bro, I'd say top 2. With how brilliant he is, not just in micro,
Who's your number 1?
but also his itemization. There's an argument to be made. Top 2.
Number 1.
Fair enough.
Number one. Yeah, okay. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just so well played again. The way that they understand as well. By the way, Beatrix has been adjusted. It's kind of a buff. So now there are some changes to Nibiru, some changes to Wesker as well. It'll allow you to basically deal more damage. That's the gist of it, right? Because the adjustment is kind of complicated if you want to go through it. They adjusted the damage, but then they increased the amount of attacks you can go. Basically, you deal more damage overall, right? And here with the Sky Piercer, that's 4 stacks for Eman. It's just crazy how they just played this game all the way from the draft as well. We were talking about the one-dimensional BTR, and we see it again, but in a non-conventional way. It's hidden this time, like the one-dimensional pick. The Selena also just acts as a support to Eman, constantly giving, putting traps down, getting vision, so there's no angle of attack against the Lo Yi. It's also the pick that we see a lot in MPL PH when they are up against Lo Yi. The Selena traps stop a lot of the diversion ambushes.
Ooh, you're right. There's a Luo Yi in this game.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. X-Magic hasn't been able to find a big diversion. And technically... So do you think it's because of the Selena hindrance, or it's just him being a little bit too passive?
I think it's both. I think for X-Magic, there's really no angle of attack right now. Unfortunately, when you are behind on a Lo Yi, this is the reality of the game. You are kind of useless as a Lo Yi that is 9,000 gold behind. You really need to at least stay even for the Lo Yi to look for these ambushes, because especially when it's 9,000 gold ahead for the enemy team, your diversions will deal more harm than good for your team.
We've seen that happen a lot, actually. Diversion play doesn't work out, and oh, Hanapi though.
Seal flicker and a simple response from Light. Wow, that is actually wild. And now V, their odds are slowly decreasing, but oh, this time you might actually caught
Diversion.
Iman off guard with unstoppable force, but simple flicker yet again. Cards from a different angle though. The way of Dragon is there. Iman gets shut down, and that's gonna be Navi finding a win. That's gonna be Luke trading 1-for-1, but now Luke will sacrifice his life for the Lord, and potentially he might escape. So, from another angle, Navi will deal a lot of damage on towards the Light, and that will be the ball killing him. That's gonna be Luke already mounting X-Magic, and Selena is there to kill him. That's gonna be Bigetron again, still on the tempo.
Even after that, great diversion, getting Eman BTR somehow recovered. Eman was able to flicker out. That's the tenacity boost that he got. Again, the tough boots grants you a way to actually escape from the Unstoppable Force plus Ejector combo. You get hit by the Unstoppable Force, you can flicker out to safety. And now he's back up again. He did lose a couple of stacks there from the Sky Piercer with the death. But everything is still going A-okay for BTR.
Okay, Wind of Nature now bought for Eman to prevent something similar from happening. The Lord is still pushing right now. Moreno looking for an opportunity.
They surely have enough firepower to close the game. Hanafi almost taken down there. Good response for now, but the Lord should be their main priority. Now, Bigetron looking left and right to destroy the remaining towers, but yet looking for an opening, perhaps for Bigetron. NAVI though, good response here, good recovery at least. Top lane though, they will try to defend. Luke receiving a lot of damage. Hanafi as well has their mortality, will be taken down. Luke though will be deleted. Now NAVI trying to recollect and restabilize, and they will. Bigetron will back off.
They lose all 3 inhibitor turrets though. Sure they defend, but they lose all 3. So all of these 3 lanes will be pushing in favor of Bigetron. And you can kind of see the priority that Bigetron had, right? Eman was just more focused on getting the inhibitor turrets more so than dealing out the kills. But as soon as the inhibitor turrets were all down, NAVI had to dodge so many skill shots.
Yep.
It was a dance party.
It really is. It's a mini game, right? There's so many skill shots for you to deal with, and by the time you can get an engage, you're already so low. And then the Sky Piercer will do what we saw earlier. Wind of Nature picked up, and this is also why they went. Eman went pull yourself together. You get the 12 plus 8 stacks maximum to a 20% capped cooldown reduction on your battle spell, but also on your equipment. So his Wind of Nature is going to be backed up quickly, very quick, way quicker than usual, plus the flicker too. So more ways for him to escape from a NAVI ambush.
Speaking of a NAVI ambush, it was actually inhibited earlier on, just a few seconds ago, because of the traps again. So it's not just the Luo Yi that's having difficulty or finding difficulty, but also the rest of the team looking for opportunities. The map pressure that Selena has been one of the main factors of Navi being unable to find an opportunity. And now Annabelle level 15, Aether is finally at the same level. So could we be looking at a potential steal this time around?
I think it's do or die, desperate play here, right? For the side of NAVI. They will try to contest this, but the Selena skin is fired. Oh, that's an opening wave. Dragon card goes down. That's going to be the Lord as well, taken by Annabelle. Now, Bigetron, they will shift their focus on towards the fight. Aether in the front side will escape, though. Hanafi flickers out danger. X-Magic mounted. That's going to be X-Magic surviving. Looking for the diversion play, but Eman will snipe Aether down. That's going to be Hanafi next, claiming the double. And Bigetron, they will close out first game with a clean and solid opening, ladies and gentlemen, and NAVI will suffer defeat.
There was no chance at that point, right? 9k gold lead. Sure, it went into the 17th minute, but it didn't feel like NAVI had any tools for them to work with in that game.
Yeah. The tools that they had were... That's why I really didn't like the CC, because the CC plays into what Bigetron wanted to do. You needed a bit